Alright. So, let's see, what were we doing? You guys had come to the desert to try and find the Armor of Cord, using the information from the Eladrin named Nalia. You had braved the magic sandstorms and eventually found your way after meeting the Desert Dragonborn tribe and fighting a purple worm, the entrance to a buried structure. And upon entering, you began working your way through rooms and hallways that seemed to be patrolled or inhabited by mummies, many of whom appear to be Dragonborn, dressed in the traditional colors of Yukikaze's clans. Oddly, many of the rooms and hallways, all of the ones you've been in so far at least, have been lit, as with natural torches, and you've even found in some rooms that they are in the process of being lit by the mummies. So, a great amount of upkeep is being performed on this place by its undead denizens. You found your way past several traps, including a laser eye above a door, some automatically opening doors, fought your way through some more mummies. Oh, and our favorite door so far, the one that static shocked whoever touched it and then opened up some sort of a weird dark energy spell upon the rest of the party. And then you fought a bunch of mummies in this room you see before you, which is filled with statues. Very eerily lifelike statues of people in many different garb, including armor with weapons, and in many different poses, representing a multitude of races. All of them appear to be different types of stone, some marble, some granite, some sandstone, and all eerily lifelike. And it was after defeating the mummies in this room that you suddenly heard a voice among the statues call out and say, "Hello? Who's there?"
Hold up, before we begin, who did I heal last time again?
Yukikaze.
Do you remember how many points I gave you?
I think you gave him 20, didn't you?
Okay.
I thought it was like 15 or 12.
I think it was 20. It was either 20 or 25, but I couldn't remember.
Oh no, it was 25. That's right. Because I took 25
Okay.
damage and he actually gave it back to me. So I was like, oh.
Okay, because for some reason D&D Beyond did not save that part, so I want to make sure I had the right amount left.
And I healed you as well, I believe, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
I wish there was like a history thing for your edits.
Okay, so we heard a voice saying, "Who's there?"
I'm going to turn in towards the direction of the voice and point my wand towards it.
Alright. Just play with the volume on the music, not too low. That'll do. Okay. Just wanted it a little lower because Malachi's too quiet. Alright, let's
Oh, I stepped away to get my dice.
get the proper... There we go. Alright, so here we are. Here we are. All of you are here. And the voice was somewhere here. You all stand at the ready. I guess I'll ask if what your prepared actions are.
Raiken will prepare to dodge.
You can just declare dodge.
Yeah,
you
you
don't
can
have to
just
prepare
dodge.
that one.
Okay. Then Raiken will just dodge if anything comes at him.
Okay. Is anybody preparing to attack?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just dodge.
Okay. That's fine. The voice will call out again. Is it safe? I mean, from the monsters.
Do we see any more monsters in the room?
For now.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception,
14
11,
for
so like one of the lowest. But so of course he doesn't detect anything.
No, you do not detect any more monsters, per se. And is it safe to approach you?
As long as you don't look like you're going to attack us.
Oh, I dare say I'm in no shape for that. This voice seems to continue to come from among the statues.
Who are you?
A lost traveler. You can call me Anthony.
How did you get in here?
Again, with no obvious source of the voice that you're
I was
hearing.
gonna say, we can't see him yet.
No. He has not yet revealed himself to you. He is going to say, oh, same as you, I assume. Walked in through the front door after braving the desert with a group of my best friends.
And where are they?
Most unfortunate. They are victims of this horrid place. I imagine they are among the creatures roaming the hallways as we speak. I haven't seen them in some time, though. Do you have, perchance, any food on you? There's precious little to eat.
So how have you survived?
Scrounging. What little remained in my bag. New bodies are deposited here almost daily. Almost hourly.
Can you show yourself? You promised not to shoot.
I think that I will keep my place for a moment longer until I feel it is well and truly safe.
Then how can we give you food?
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Tell me, adventurers, what is it you came seeking here? My friends and I came seeking fortune. We'd heard rumors here and there that something magnificent was hidden out in the sand, and that only the very bravest might be able to best the elements and bring it back. But I do not
Yeah, we
believe...
heard something similar.
How long did you say you've been in here?
Oh, what day is it?
May 10th. I'm going to crawl past Jabal, Yukikasa, and Raiken and stand in the square right, like south of Raiken.
Garl's squeaky sandals, I've been in here a month.
Jesus.
Whose squeaky sandals did he say?
He said Garl.
That broke out. That broke up for me there.
Garl, presumably
I don't know
Garl
who
Glitter
that
Gold,
is.
the gnome god.
Well, I don't know because I didn't hear it.
Tristan, did you hear what I said?
That you were trying to sneak somewhere.
Yeah, I'm trying to walk, like right south of Raiken. AI 9.
Okay.
Just want to get a better view.
And he said Garl's squeaky sandals.
Yeah.
Yes. I am just, sorry. I'm slightly distracted as I'm trying to check my notes to see what I had written about him. Make sure I hit all my points. Like his fucking name.
Anthony the traitor. I mean, Anthony.
It's Anthony the traitor.
What? Traitor? Alright. No. Okay. Alright, so, Leah, as you step closer, warily, you see rows of unmoving stone statues. And there's no sign of anyone among them.
You're a gnome?
Yes, Oh. Yes, I am. That isn't going to be a problem, is it?
I'm a gnome. Neat.
Neat. Well, as, one small person to another, would you say I can trust these, people?
I kind of look around. I'm like, nice, yeah.
Out of character, just the guy who blasted his own team a few seconds ago.
Moonbeamed.
In fairness, I moonbeam myself as well.
It's okay. I got hurt too.
Yeah. It was a bonding experience for all of us.
Indeed.
The friendliest of fires.
Well, that's not what I wanted. So, yes, as you all watch warily among the statues, you're going to see one of them, which, as far as you could tell from this side, seemed to be a tall human or elven woman holding aloft a saber, suddenly seems to become as water or mud, and melt down into the shape of a small humanoid, clearly a gnome, as it regains its shape. And, using the statues around as cover as much as he can, he will slowly approach the group.
That was a neat trick. How did he do that?
Can I roll something to see if I recognized it?
Just a little magic. One cannot be too careful. This room has been my only sanctuary. It's easy to hide among the statues here. You may roll. You may roll religion.
Religion?
I love how I have a -1 in religion.
What'd you get
You
there?
didn't study.
I got a 15.
A 15.
All you needed to know about Cord was kill.
That was fight. It wasn't kill, it was fight.
Important distinction.
Yeah.
It really is.
Alright, I will send you a quick message, Thomas. All right. And now then, forgive me, but what kind of food have you got? Enough for me?
Jibble got any more of those berries?
No. Not today.
Yukikaze, perhaps you have something that you could... I look at him expectantly.
Yukikaze?
Yukikaze has the bag of
The
whatever,
box.
right?
No,
He's
I
got
have
the
a
food bag.
bento box.
Yes.
Got the feed box.
That's
Box
my
of
bento box.
bento.
So, am I gonna hand someone the food to hand to this person, or are you,
I don't know. What are you going to do?
everyone wants you to give food to the person?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask in character if you don't know.
I can.
So, well, that's kind of what I'm saying. Is do one of you want to hand it to him, or
Yeah, I'll turn to you and offer my hand.
all right?
I'll offer it.
I'll give Leo some food out of the bento box.
And I'm going to slowly approach Anthony with the food stretched out.
Like you're approaching a wild animal.
Yeah.
And
No,
like a
try to
wild
hold-
animal, he seems to cringe somewhat and hide behind the leg of this statue of what appears to be a half orc with an axe at his side. As you approach, you see that he is a diminutive fellow, as is to be expected, perhaps a little shorter than Jebel himself. Somewhat emaciated in the face, but still round around the midsection. His clothing is torn and dirty. It appears to be like a light, it's a dark brown, but a light material coat with white button-down shirt beneath it, a thick leather belt, and similarly colored trousers to his coat. His boots look like they were once nice, polished black leather. They are now scuffed and destroyed by the sands, at least in look. They are still functional. His own face is dirty and covered with scratches, and it looks like he has been through the sand and storm of the desert. He has curly blonde hair and pale blue eyes, and he looks terrified.
It's okay. I won't hurt you.
What's your name?
My name's Leah. What's yours?
Anthony. Anthony Brassbeak. What kind of food have you got there?
What is it?
What did you give her there, Yukikaze?
Some sushi, because it gives all like Japanese style food, right? Just if I'm
Pretty
not
much.
mistaken.
It
It's,
seems
so
to
some
be all
sushi
draconic food.
with some tempura.
So you've got like a tempura shrimp and a tempura broccoli and 2 maki.
It looks like some kind of fish.
Meat? I haven't had... It's not cured? Oh, fantastic. He begins to step out from the statue, but his hand never leaves the stone, and as he draws closer to you, it seems like his arm becomes a tether, and he kind of draws himself back to the statue and says, please.
I'll hand it to him. Again, very carefully.
Raiken's going to be on his guard here.
I would like to be moved into the room.
Where?
Pandora going to the room too.
Probably just in front of, like, just below Lerminus.
Where would you like to be, Vendor?
Always be next to Cyrus.
Can I move
Okay.
towards the top right statue?
Raiken will move down
Alright.
3 spaces to be closer to Leah.
Leah, roll a strength
Can I-
saving throw.
Can I investigate that statue?
You can begin to do so. There's stuff going on, though.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Just as long as
Strength save, you said?
Yeah.
5.
A 5. Okay.
Oh, God.
He kind of waits like a cornered animal, and then as you approach and outstretch your hands, you can see his fingers working as that he wants to reach out and take the food from you, and finally it's like his entire body makes the decision at once, and he lunges forward and with both hands grabs your hands, you know, trying to get at the food clumsily, and knocks you over as he wrenches the food out of your hand and then retreats.
I'll be a bit surprised by this.
And he will crouch down and begin devouring the food greedily. Goodness. Oh.
How long did you say you were here?
A month.
He finishes stuffing the last of the food in his mouth. Just, if your record of the date is correct, it would seem that I've been here at least a month. It seems like an eternity longer than that.
It's impressive, actually.
This room has been my prison nearly that entire time. These creatures are constantly about, doing gods know what. Sometimes it's as simple as lighting the lamps. I don't know why they do it.
What about the statues? What the hell are these?
Camouflage, near as I can tell. What else should I care for them to be? This appears to have been... He kind of brings himself back to his feet and dusts off his overcoat. The vault to the former ruler of the once great city of Garland. And I was hoping to find his massive treasure. All my friends and I found was death and suffering. We're leaving this place, right?
Sorry,
Oh,
but
we-
we're not. Also, this is what's going on with you guys. He's still leaving his swords drawn, and he's just chilling there. I'm not letting my guard down, but I'm not acting hostile, by the way.
Mm-hmm. You just look threatening.
Look ready to
I
swing
was
if you need to,
stirred.
which does look threatening.
I mean, even if you're standing there completely aloof, if you've got swords in your hand, you look threatening because you're 7 foot 7 inches tall
Well,
with 2 long swords.
no, I had to put one away. Actually, I had to put them away because I had to get out the food. Never mind, my swords are away. But I'm still wary.
Yeah.
I look
I mean,
wary.
he can still see your swords.
The fact of the matter, he's 3 foot, like... He's 3 foot tall. He's 3 foot tall.
Hey, do
He's
you
3
see
foot
what
tall,
these other
soaking wet.
midgets in our party have done? Thank you very much.
He doesn't know anything about what's befallen you.
No, but I know what these other these other fools have done, so I know that even though they're little, doesn't mean they're gonna be weak.
I'm not sure if I should be offended or say thank you.
Well, neither, because none of that's in character, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I know.
In any
Let's-
event, you're going to leave this place, and we can go back across the desert? Yes? Get out of here? That's the only safe
Eventually.
course.
After we've looted it.
This place is a death
We
pit.
came here looking for something, and we have to find it before we can leave.
What is it? Maybe I saw something. I can help you.
Any kind of treasure room?
There are several. What kind of anything specific you're looking for? I can take you to the one I found. It's more than I could carry myself anyway. Would that suffice? If I take you there, we can leave? Please? You can keep all the treasure. I don't want it.
We're looking for a specific suit of armor.
No. Why did you say we're looking for
Armor.
equipment?
I didn't see any armor in there. I saw coins. Lots of coins. I can't get back across the desert alone. I need your help.
You're
Well, you've survived here. I'm just saying it's a possibility, not that we have to do it.
Don't
You've
leave me.
survived-
Don't leave me in this room.
That's what I was
Please.
gonna suggest. 'Cause you've
Please.
survived here a month. We could go in, hopefully get what we're looking for, and pass back through here to get you.
He actually kind of quickly moves back toward Leah. You know, sort of like hunched, fiddling with his fingers in front of him, and reaching out, trying to take her hand. Say, please, don't leave me here. Don't make me stay here any longer.
We can't leave him here, guys.
We send them back up to the cart.
We can do that, yeah.
I mean, we could get Gabriel to guard him.
It's company, at
I
least.
believe that she might be a bit shocking to one who can't
It's Kubriel.
hear her speak.
That is a fair point, but
Yeah, then.
no offense to you, Anthony, but
Different in here.
this is not a great likelihood you'll live if you just wander these halls with us.
So let's leave. Let's leave. This is city. We can go back.
We aren't leaving yet.
We can't. As much as we want to help you, we can't leave.
He lets go of Leah's hands and kind of falls to his knees, running his fingers through his hair. A month without any other living soul, and finally I find something.
I'm getting on my knees as well and put like a hand on his shoulder, trying to comfort him.
I'm gonna move
Why?
closer.
What could be so
Oh.
important in this place? It's nothing but booby traps and the undead.
Alright, see now I want to say something, but I feel like I'd be a jerk by saying it, but you're a treasure hunter. You know the dangers of exploring this kind of stuff, and that what possibly could have happened to you, or could happen to you.
This one wasn't worth it.
Well, I definitely can't leave.
We'll be the judge of that.
Can't leave in what
So it's-
way, Jebel?
I apologize,
Leave
but
him,
we
can't
leave
leave
because
here
there's
at
something
all.
that might be here that you need to look for. So
These undead are an abomination.
there's that too.
I
And are my clansmen.
I did mark a door some days ago. There was treasure within, as I said, more than I could carry, but there were 2 other doors nearby that I didn't check, because I'd already come through a booby trap to get there, and I didn't He kind of rubs his elbow as though, feeling at an old wound. I didn't have the strength. If I take you there, perhaps what you're looking for could be within that door? There was such treasure in the one that I explored. Perhaps all three contain treasure. If what's in there is what you need, we can leave.
Do you guys want to take a look?
I believe that
Yeah,
could work, but insight.
Yeah, I was about to say something.
Alright.
And I mean, say that.
I got 15.
Okay.
I got a number that I got a 21.
Okay. He seems entirely like the only thing he wants is to get the hell out of here, and you're stopping him from doing that.
Yeah. Well, it's not only us. There's also the wall.
But he doesn't know about the wall. Oh, what terrible people.
He looks at you pleadingly. And then we can leave?
If we find what we're looking for. Otherwise, we keep going.
This thing is really important.
If what you're looking for is not in that room, then what shall I do?
Either...
You don't want me to go with you, and I don't want to stay in this room any longer. I'm losing my mind in here.
That... You showed the ability to use magic earlier. What kind can you perform? Would you be able to defend yourself if you traveled with us through these halls?
I've got the tricks inherent to my race. Gifts of glitter gold. I have some ability to fight, but... He looks over all of you meaningfully. I don't think I would be adding much to your strength percentage-wise.
Well, I would say if we get in the fight, then you should just try to live and avoid getting hit.
In short, do what comes naturally.
I can hide. I can hide. But please don't die looking for whatever this is. I fear it'll be more than a month before the next group of fools comes along.
If any.
In worst case, you can always dimension door him further away from danger.
You could have dimension door me out into the desert, which is where I can't go alone because I will be killed by the storms.
Yeah, those things are...
I imagine you had a way out of here. I had a way out of here a month ago, or however long it was. Years.
What way out did you have?
We had maps and times, a prediction. I bought them from some traveling gypsies, lizard folk, like your armored friends.
Tristan, how old does this guy look?
He's got a bit of a beard on him. He looks older than Jebel by human standard years. He looks like he's at least 30.
Would a gnome be able to gauge the age of another gnome?
Probably better than someone of another race, but doesn't mean... How easily can you guess the ages of the humans around you? Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you're way off. Same thing.
I'm sure like asking this question, but Anthony, what year is it to you?
He gives you the year.
Which of course you don't have.
He gives you a year that is approximately 2 before this one.
Oh,
That's what I thought.
I was gonna ask what the most recent major event that he remembered was, but I guess asking for a year specifically
Okay.
is probably more useful.
Oh.
That's what I was afraid of.
I pull my hand back
Even
now.
more impressive.
What? What is it?
How?
It's been about 2 years that you've been in here.
He slumps off of his knees onto his butt and is now resting his elbows on his upturned knees, pulling at the curly hair on his head. 2 years.
How have you been able to scrounge for food for 2 years?
Bodies come daily.
Yeah,
Some of
that's
them
something
still
I'm
have
actually a bit
scraps of food
concerned
on
about.
them. Before there.
Oh god.
You have to be careful. I know some of the rooms here. I can at least take you to where I saw the treasure.
We might want to get a move on, because if bodies are turning up as often as he says, then that cart is not safe.
They're brought by the storms. I am certain you're aware. He looks over the group. Is there any inkling of understanding?
Not from me.
I mean, I think I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I
You didn't know. You fools. The bodies that walk the halls here, they're people that died in the storms on the sands outside. Their bodies lifted into the air and deposited here, and then collected by the servants that roam.
Huh.
They're dragged into the depths of this place. Often they're deposited in one corner or another for a few moments, while the mummies do whatever it is before they're taken up again. Those few and precious moments are the chance I have to see if they carry any food. It's always rations.
And we can't
always
hope to
rations.
defeat them all. If there's always going to be more.
Well, thanks.
I
to
don't
us.
want to
Stop
defeat them, I just
ordering
want to
with
get out of
any
here!
of the money.
Please, let's leave! There's nothing to be gained here.
We can't leave without what we came for.
Why is
And I
it
have a
so
But we can
important?
begin searching.
Devil's going to start walking towards the which way? Or he's going to actually start walking down the way south. I think it is.
Oh, what, down to here-ish?
Jippa.
But yeah, guys, we probably should think about pressing forward.
Jev.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Definitely.
Unless
Time is of
someone
the
tells him
essence.
that he's going the wrong way.
You haven't checked that door. Yeah,
I am
couldn't-
curious what the creatures were doing.
Yeah, they were
Well,
dragging that one over in the
follow.
corner.
Please lead the way to where you saw the door.
He kind of, turns his head, toward this door over here, while still tugging at his hair with his clawed hands. I pray that what you're looking for is in that room. The sooner we can leave, the better. And he will roll over and, using his hands and knees, push himself to his feet. He wraps his arms around his body and shuffles his way toward the door, skirting around the broken statue here.
I'll follow him.
I will do the same.
I will
They're
think.
heading that way, I think.
I think all of us will.
Yeah, we want to stick together. We'll all proceed behind them.
And as I'm going, I am going to just loudly, well, not loudly, but aloud, just question, what is with all these statues?
He, with a hand resting on the latch to the door, and seeming like he's building the courage to twist it, he rests his head against it and says in a low whisper, I imagine that they belonged to the former master of this place, the leader of Garland, the king. But I can't be certain. The mummies sometimes come in and rearrange them some. Sometimes they break them. He indicates the pile to the south. Pieces end up there. But sometimes they add more. I don't know if they come from within this place or elsewhere. It's not been something I thought wise to investigate. Not the kind of information I wanted to give my life to learn.
Nevermind, there's any magic from that pile?
At this point, I think the spell's probably done.
The spell's done. You can always cast it again if you want to stop the group for 10 minutes.
If we can take some time for me to recast my spell, then I can check. But
why isn't it an instant thing, by the way? Isn't detect magic an action?
If I am expending a spell
ritual.
slot.
Oh.
Wants to keep the spell slot.
I would prefer to save spell slots for times when they might have a bit more weight.
I understand.
The large pink area here appears to be a statue that was dropped, and limbs are now scattered about. Half the head lays at Leah's feet, and a seemingly broken stone sword and shield crumbles are present among the rest of the pile. Largely the torso and one leg are intact fully, but the arms and the second leg have all sustained significant damage. You can't tell what race it was, but it was one of the taller races, probably a human or an elf. Or maybe a half-elf.
Oh, wow.
It would be useful to have detect magic.
Wait, is this the
running
door
when
that he marked, or is this we're still going towards the door?
Are you going to ask him?
I'll ask him.
Okay. No, this is the way to the door that I marked. This will allow us to bypass that miserable stone eye.
Okay, are we all bunched up around the same
Kidder.
spot?
Yeah.
Essentially.
If everyone's within 30 feet of me, I'm gonna cast Passive Out Trace.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Sorry, everyone get... No, wait, no.
I missed that spell.
Yeah.
He looks over from the door at Leah as he realizes the party's not progressing. Says, I lost my brother Kedder to that eye.
No, sorry
Is
to
it
hear
on
that.
both sides of the door?
No. No, it only prevents direct entry to the hallway we're about to pass into.
Interesting.
That seems unnecessary when it's so easy to walk around.
Then they walk around.
Are you familiar with the teachings of Garl Glittergold, child?
Not at all.
It is exactly the kind of trick he would devise. I am certain that when this place was inhabited by gnomes, it was not so deadly. But the pranks, I imagine, were of a similar... These are simply repurposed.
I see.
Garl is the patron god, the creator of gnome kind. And he has a knack. He likes to tease and play tricks on people. It is part of his charm, his nature. It is also the root of his inventiveness, which he granted to all of gnome kind. It is how we created the wonders that you see here. He seems to calm somewhat as he begins explaining the history of his religion.
I
He
don't know much about gnomes and gnome kinds. didn't even know what a gnome were before I met Jebel.
What?
I thought they were halfling.
I take offense at that.
While we are having a discussion, are we going to have enough of a discussion that might be around 10 minutes or so?
That
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Get over it. She's a little girl.
I wasn't explicit, but that is what I was doing, Sam. The assumption was you were
Okay.
casting.
Okay, I was waiting for like people to be like, yes, do this. It's a good idea.
I'm,
But that
You
cool.
told me you wanted to do it. Nobody raised any objections, and they wanted to talk, so
Yep.
you can absolutely take advantage of their distraction.
Cool. I don't interject then because I am busy casting.
Neither do I know anything about religions from South. My orphanage only taught the teachings of Avandra.
Avandra. Yes, this goddess is familiar to me. This
And-
patron of pathways, traveling, and fortune, I believe.
That follows code. I point at Raiken.
Did you say that follows cord?
No,
Yeah.
Dad.
Oh, Dad! I heard that.
Yeah, Dad.
That
Let's just
lizard.
that.
Raiken would be so hurt.
That special title is now that.
He turns to look at the Dragonborn and says, Dad?
Yeah,
That's an interesting name for a Dragonborn.
no, he.
It's nice
took
to
me
meet you,
in.
Dad. I'm Anthony.
I'm Raiken.
That's
I'm her dad.
That's a more traditional name for a Dragonborn. I've never known a Dragonborn to give birth to, and he reaches into an inner pocket of his jacket and pulls out a pair of stemless spectacles and dusts them off a moment and hold them up to his eyes. Yes.
No, I'm adopted. That I'm from an orphanage.
Right, you mentioned that.
We should probably go through introductions. We seem to have gone over that.
No, forgive me. It's this place. I'm still composing myself. Clearly I've been out of the loop for a while.
2 years is a long time.
You-
Yeah, I know. Well, I remember this.
You see, as you say this, you notice his pupils constrict again. 2 years. 2 years. What will my wife think?
I just
You can ask
imagine
yourself when I get you home, or at least out of here.
the pure
Yes.
difference. So, I mean, 2 years for a 13-year-old is pretty long time. 2 years for one that's what? How old are you again, Laramendes?
300 or something.
Is that in character?
You
No.
address
No.
Laramendes and you notice that he is busy mumbling to himself and making hand gestures.
No, this is out of character. That's not something Leah would think about. That's just me making a joke.
Yes.
Well,
Out of here. Yes. We should go. We should leave. We should get out of here. What are we waiting for?
we are waiting for him to cast a spell to, well, detect magic, which should help our chances of survival.
How much longer?
Only a couple more minutes.
Vandar,
Yeah?
can you do your rogue thing on this door, making sure that there's nothing behind it before we open?
Okay. I'll go up to the door and listen to see if I can hear anything behind it.
Alright, roll perception.
Right, introductions. That's Leah, that's Jebel, that's Vendor, that's Raiken, that's Laramendes, that's Yukaze, I'm Cyrus.
Nice
Oh,
to
I
meet you,
thought we were-
future corpses.
Oh,
25.
25. You do not hear any prominent sounds outside. It sounds like a quiet, empty hallway beyond the door. If it is
can't hear them.
indeed a hallway.
Something moving around out there.
Okay, good. Wouldn't want him to open the door and then, you know. Did someone drink a Slurpee or something?
After
took a
a
drink.
few more minutes, Laramendus finishes his spell. You now have detect magic for the next 10 minutes.
Awesome. Are the statues magic?
None of the statues appear to be magic. They appear to be mundane stone. But they do
they're not-
seem to be uncannily lifelike.
That's unfortunate.
Possibly like a certain dwarf the party used to know.
I'm not detecting that any of these statues are magic.
The pile of discarded arms and feet and weapons and such contains no magic.
Shall we?
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
this place gives me the chills.
we shall. Yes, it's rather like a room of dancers all frozen in place and some staring at you.
Yeah, and it reminds me of that town where we met Jabal.
I have the faintest clue what you're talking about. Door, please.
He, swallows hard, takes a deep breath, and, pulls on the latch, and then steps inward as the door swings into the room, revealing a passage into this hallway. He stands inside the door here to let you pass. We're going to be heading left out of this door. Don't go through the door directly southbound, directly left, straight ahead at the end of the hallway. That's where the eye is. I
Good
lost
to know.
my brother.
Noted. Yeah, walk out the door. Carefully and look over my shoulder, making sure that there's nothing.
So
around the corner.
as you pass out into the hallway,
I like to be now followed by an ant.
yep. As you file out into the hallway, you will see these three doors here. He told you not to use this one because that's where the eye is. You can see that there's another door here, and you can see this junction here, which you can recognize from when you saw it from this direction as being the same junction. But from here, you can see that this hallway, too, ends in a purple wall of swirling arcane energy.
And then the group of us in front of room 23 come at the T intersection. We see them, they see us, and then
And the
both of
world
us just turn and then go the other way. Just
Yeah.
let those handsome devils go about their business.
Exactly.
Like a, oof, like a bad time paradox. No, the purple thing though, that is. Look over at Laramendus. You see that?
Does it look similar to the one that was in room 23?
Identical.
Okay.
Doesn't that look
uh,
like it's roughly about the same place?
does it?
You don't have a way of measuring, but it's possible. I mean, it's blocking the same direction.
Possibly, or it could just be a similar... I don't know what it is without being able to go over and investigate. It was too far for me to tell if it was magic of some kind.
Just come. Come quickly. Leave that alone.
And
I'll take you to the treasure room. You'll find what you're looking for, and we'll leave. We'll leave.
Do you know what it is? Oh, am I not? Can people hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He stares at you as you ask this question, and again you can see his pupils constricting and his eyes widening. He just says, shaking his head slowly side to side, "Death. Death."
Death.
We go now. This way. Follow me.
Let's
And
try
he
to move
moves over
quietly.
to the
I
store.
don't want extra attention.
I do follow. I will say, do you know anything about the bottled lightning? Raiken can't hear me either? It's okay. Nobody cares. Nobody cares
I
about
can hear
Laryngus.
you.
I can hear you, and I can.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Do you want me
Okay, I'm
to?
just
Should
gonna
I
use
restart my Discord?
I hear everybody else. I can't hear Sam. Just
That's
like
so weird.
Just like
Yeah, that's really weird.
Do you want me to restart my
I
Discord?
guess so, Sam. Sorry.
Okay. I'll be back.
that's why I was confused. I was like, "How that is he typing to Tristan? Because I can't hear him at all."
That's what I thought also.
Oh my
Well, we know Tristan and Sam were both buddies anyway, so.
Is that any better?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
That was super weird.
So yeah, I just asked him about the bottled lightning, but
He steps back from the door as you ask this question through the group and says, "We need to go through the store." And then he turns to you and says, "It's a little bit, a rather ingenious invention of my forebears. I believe they referred to it as electricity. I don't...
What?
Electricity.
Like the lightning attack, right?
Very similar. That's why you believe your educated friend here referred to it as bottled lightning. It is an apt description. They used it for illumination, and I believe that the gnomes that dwelled in this city, when it was a city, had ways of using it to do other things as well. Unfortunately, you may have noticed that all records of accomplishments here were lost."
That's a shame.
No, it's not.
Please,
follow the nuts.
let's hurry along. I don't want to spend any more time here than we have to.
Endar, the door.
Is the door magic?
The door is not magic.
Okay. I don't detect the presence of any magic on this door.
Raiken will also use Divine Sense.
You use Divine
I got a
Sense.
28 for detecting if anything's behind it.
Okay. Let me ask about Divine Sense. Is that blocked by anything?
It requires line of sight.
Oh, right. So it's blocked by literally everything.
So
Yeah, pretty much.
I hate that. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I really hate
I
that.
house rule it differently because otherwise it sucks.
It doesn't make any sense that you need to be able to see. It's like, well, if you can already see them,
It's like, yes, you can see the zombie shambling towards you from 60 feet away.
and now you're
There's
certain it's a
indeed
zombie.
an undead shambling towards you 60 feet away.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it's more like it's better to detect fiends.
But I would still use probably the same blocking rules as detect magic.
That would seem fair.
Yeah, agreed. It's better.
That being the case, through the stone is too thick to detect anything. However, the door itself is not 5 feet of stone, and does allow you to detect through it, at least in direct line. So let's see, where is Raiken? Oh, Raiken's here. So he could see over there. So I will say yes. He does detect undead. Yeah, approximately there.
Alright, I detect undead behind the wall, behind the door.
You what?
There's undead behind the door.
How do you know?
I sense it.
No time. Quiet. Yes,
You
get to the back.
you can sense a dead, and
He
you
is in the
didn't tell me even till now.
I'm pretty sure I've used it before. It just I didn't detect it.
Anthony will back into the corner and say, well then, you have this handled. I'm doing the thing you told me to do. And, he instantly becomes a lot harder to see, seeming to blend in with the stone.
Neat trick.
So I'll stack up on the door so that I can shoot them as soon as the door's opened.
I want to be in the bottom left corner if possible.
So, Raiken has the lowest perception here, I assume.
No, I do.
You do? Okay.
And I don't detect anything through 13, do I?
Through 13? No.
I was
There
just
are more in 13.
I was just imagining those with the lowest perception to just completely lose sight of Anthony's like, what?
He rolled really high to do what he just did. But you are going to you are going to kind of notice him and hear him as he sees Raiken turning around and looking directly at the door next to him. He says, "That goes to the dance studio. There's nothing of use in there."
Dance studio?
Yes.
That would explain the mirror.
It seems that, that this place was prepared to be used as a, panic room. And so many accoutrements were placed, in case it was ever needed to be used for dwelling. That is why I believe it is so large and has some of the mechanisms it has. The rest is definitely a result of the influence of glitter gold. My ancestors knew their pranks, but that room, as near as my brother and I, my friends and I, could tell, it was for practicing dance and perhaps hosting small parties, but that is conjecture. And after he stops speaking, he once again becomes very difficult to detect among the stone.
Alright, well, shall we kill some more undead?
Are we deciding the order that we enter the room?
Well, because I will be stepping forward.
Alright.
We're going to be progressing.
Jebel wants to be at the front.
Raiken.
Close to the front.
Jebel.
I'm supposed to be
Raiken.
not at the front.
Yeah, same.
Hunter wants to get that sweet surprise attack.
And
That
Jebel
sweet,
is
sweet.
going to wild shape if that's alright.
You may. You are in the middle of the group.
Yeah.
What are
I'm
you
going
wild
to
shaping
move.
into?
You-
Giant scorpion.
Yeah.
Everyone just gets thrown backwards.
Yeah.
And
Can I mount the giant scorpion?
You can if he lets you. I need
Do you warn us
Yukikaze.
first?
I need Yukikaze, Laramendus, and Raiken to all make dexterity saving throws.
You son of a bitch.
Jesus, first the moonbeam, now this.
Jebel, the best team player.
I failed pretty much because I got a 4.
Okay, you get knocked over as the tiny gnome in front of you suddenly begins expanding in girth and growing a hard carapace over his body.
Is 14 enough to save?
I
Yep.
got a 15.
And you got a 15. So, as he expands, Yukikaze and Laramendis hold their ground. Raiken is knocked over, but Jebel's expansion is forced through the door, bursting it open.
And he goes.
To be fair, I had the worst of it
but like the
because I had his
scorpion
tail hit
version
me.
of Booyah.
I'm gonna shoot as soon as the door is opened, even though that's how it's opened.
That's fair. Oh, interesting. You know what? I actually think that's okay. Yeah, because that was just a physical description of the room. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. We'll just scroll over this way. Bam.
Yeah, well shape, it kind of makes sense. Like your arms become the legs of like a tiger or a bear, which are quadrupeds. But where did the extra legs for the scorpion come from?
I mean, you are literally changing your body.
Open up.
You are becoming a giant bug.
Oh yeah.
So like they just burst out of you. Like your body just assumes the shape. It's grotesque and terrifying.
It's like the side of the Animorph books.
You don't see that every day.
You don't get knocked by it either. Be careful next time, Jebel.
You should maybe warn us before you die.
Alright, so I've reproduced that end of the hallway there for you. Just so you know that there's a wall there, there's another wall here. Yeah, that's correct.
I'm gonna want to position myself right... Like,
No, I lied. The other wall is
right
here.
below Raiken, since I cannot be any closer to the door because of Jebel's transformation thing.
Can you be any closer to the door, is what you just asked?
No, I want to be directly south of Raiken. I want to position myself so I can be in this hall, but still look through the door.
I mean, so we're gonna have to wait till the initiative round, because he basically just activated initiative.
Okay, that's fair.
By forcing himself, this area is now Jebel. Yukikaze, you're being forced to squeeze because of it. Which means that you have, you're granting advantage to attacks. Jebel is also granting advantage to attacks. That is the effect of squeezing.
I'm vulnerable to it.
No, vulnerable would mean you take double damage. Granting advantage means they get to roll twice against you and use the higher. So, that's what squeezing means. You can always, like, if you're a larger creature than somebody else, you can choose to squeeze into their space, but any creatures that are squeezing, like, any creatures that are sharing a space, are squeezing. And any creatures that are squeezing are granting advantage. That's how that works.
Enemies, yeah. Sorry, the way you say, we say granted, it could be when you're referring to me being squeezed. I get it.
I mean that you are granting advantage to other people who want to attack you.
Yep, I got it now.
You either have advantage to attack somebody else, or you grant advantage to somebody else.
Alright.
I wanted to change the soundtrack here. Let's put on some fight music, guys.
So far, Raiken is still going last.
No, you're not.
Ha ha! Second to last.
Well,
It's your day, Raiken.
No, it's not. I'm not gonna
This
say it yet.
should be the right one, I hope.
To wait for the perfect time to say it, or you can utterly fail.
Alright, let's see here. Let me populate this room.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick while things get set up.
Alright, so what I will tell you is that as you enter this room, or as the door is flung open, you are immediately aware of these mummies here, which appeared to be walking in tandem, patrolling. They are going to be a dwarf and a gnome. And the interesting thing about this room is the description, which you can already read, but that this whole green area here appears to be a garden, full of, green plants. It's the exotic flora, including palm trees and colorful flowering bushes, and they are fed by a water supply, which you can see the aqueduct for, like small troughs built around the edges of the room at the ceiling level that feed into the middle and allow it to sprinkle forth, like rain. Yes, it's got, effectively, small holes that are next to, pointed spikes. So the ceiling, portions of the ceiling look like they have small stone spikes sticking out of them, and you can see that water gathers, like condenses on these or collects on these, runs down these from the holes, and then drips like raindrops, and there is a constant pitter-patter of falling water droplets as it hits the leaves.
I forget which one's up and down, so like a stalagmite.
Yeah, they're like that. They're like stalactites.
Stalactites.
Stalagmites come up from the ground, stalactites hang from the ceiling.
So, always forget which one is which.
Alright.
Hang on tight, mites might reach the ceiling.
Alright, so let me see here, And not yet have edit my mummies. Got a big number. Alright, so we'll go down it like this. What did Jebel roll?
18.
18. And what is your... Never mind, I don't care. What did Vendar roll?
22.
22. What did Laramendus roll?
15.
15. Cyrus went to get a drink. What did Leah roll?
What did it roll? 14?
14.
Cyrus
What did
rolled
you...
10.
Cyrus rolled 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Yukikaze.
21.
21. And Raiken.
14.
14. See, you're not last.
I said second to last.
No, you can be before me if you want.
No, you have better. You're gonna have better than me, so.
I can't just choose to be behind.
It's weird. So 4th edition allowed you to hold your initiative and change what order you went in. You can do prepared actions and make the trigger somebody else does a thing.
But the thing is, the whole compare based on in 5th edition, comparing based on the
Oh, you
inits
mean in a
is actually
tie?
house rule.
Are you talking about in a
Yeah.
tie?
Yeah, I'm talking about in a tie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a tiebreaker in 5th edition is actually just a place decide, but we have decided to go with a choose the highest number thing.
Sure, it's all because in all previous editions, ties went to the person with the highest modifier.
Yeah, I know, but that's no longer the case. So that's why I wonder, can I just let Raiken go before me, because I have no need to be in front of him.
Sure. I'll probably change my mind on that later, just because part of the thing is that you are, just as much as a lot of people want to go first in initiative, other people might be forced to act before somebody else, even though they don't know what they want to do. And that's just part of initiative.
Yeah, based on our house rule, yeah, but as I said, in the 5th edition rules, that's actually no longer the case.
Yes, but we're using my rules.
Yeah.
He's the DM. His word is law.
Definitely, yeah. That's why I asked if...
I'm allowing you to do it this time. So.
Because of the tie break. But only because of the tie break.
Yes. It's all right. It's clear. We're good. Vendar, you are first. You can see these mummies, and then you see this room over here that is a stone, tiled stone, not unlike the rest of the area you've been in, walkway. Lit by copper and glass orbs suspended from the ceiling, blue light burns within. So it is not torches lighting this area. Something else. Looks like it might be more of that bottled lightning.
So, is this a surprise attack for me?
I mean, you're first, so I believe that you'll... Let me roll something for them. We're going to say that this one that I have highlighted, that I've put the black box around, appears to be caught unawares.
I'm gonna shoot that one.
Yeah. He appears not to be fully aware of what's going on. Right. Let me just pull up my...
You hear the explosion of the door from Jebel.
Well, I mean, I'm allowing him to be surprised. He failed his check against being surprised, so...
I know. I wasn't... Yeah, I wasn't...
Yeah, no. Yes, the door exploded. You went, what was that? in as much as a mummy can have those kinds of thoughts. I need this folder, and oh my god, this is so loaded up with files now. This file. I put a bunch of files in there without putting them in a subfolder, and then realized I can't put them in a subfolder because I have a program that's drawing off of them, so I'd then have to go into the program and reroute if I put them in a subfolder. Which I could do, with ease. I'm lazy. Leave me alone. Yup. Alright, so... we're gonna call this guy, Mummy 1. We're gonna call this guy Mummy 2. Mummy 1 is going to be the... excuse me. He is going to be the gnome. And he looks like he's got scale armor on. And then Mummy 2 is a dwarf. And he appears to have a form of plate mail on. Plate armor. Okay. I think I am ready. Ready. Alright, you may declare your action, Vendar. You are here.
Alright, so I'm shooting one since he's surprised.
Yep.
I'll use sharpshooter.
Okay.
To hit.
What?
A 19?
19. Yes, that will hit. Yeah, I'm
okay.
Sorry, it came through as in to hit. I'm like, okay, it's a teen number.
Kill it. Kill it.
Yeah, auto crit. Fucking love surprises.
Yes.
Magical piercing damage?
It is magical piercing damage. Did you say a number? Because I didn't hear it.
That is 60 magical piercing damage.
That is a lot of magical piercing damage. You fuck this guy up. Hardcore.
60?
Yeah, literally, you strike him in the chest with your arrow, and there is just an explosion as scales go flying everywhere. There's literally, it's just a hole in the middle of his body now. I'm going to say that that's going to destroy his armor.
I love surprise attacks.
Fucking rogues.
You can see the traces of magic burning away the flesh and damaging the armor as the arrow passes through. After that, I need this, and then this is the correct channel. Yukikaze.
Well, since I'm kind of squished, I'm gonna get myself in the position where I'm not squished anymore, and I really can't do anything. So I'm just gonna make sure my swords are drawn. I'll have my short sword in my main hand and Sumimaru in my offhand.
I don't know why you're telling me you can't do anything.
Can I pass through him?
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
taking up the whole door? Oh, okay.
You can move through allied squares
double.
as long as they're allies, and it costs double movement to do it. So, rather than this being 5 feet, this will be 10 feet, and then this will be 15, and then 20.
Alright, and I just seen the arrow go to the right, so
Yep.
can I kinda need to, I want to get my bearings because I can't see in the room. So I'm gonna go to BB 15 we'll do BB 16.
BB 16. You want to go down here.
Yes. Just so I can get in the room, see what's happening, and then move from there. Because I don't want to, like, get surrounded.
That's sure. That costs you 15 movement. You have 15 left.
Alright, so, and then I can see everything now, right?
You can see, like, I want to point out that this area is thickly grown with live vegetation, and they are trees of all sorts that are being watered by the ceiling, and they are blocking your view to the rest of the room.
Okay. Maybe I'll move one over to the left, and then I'll stay there.
Okay.
For now.
No, alright. Then, that makes it Jebbel's turn. Alright, you giant scorpion.
Yeah, I just want to see where Yukikaze actually ended up.
It is unfortunate how much longer a delay you're on.
Yep.
All the delay.
So is he staying down towards the wall?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to move in front of both M2 and M1.
Okay, so we'll move you here. And what are you doing? And do you have the statistics block for a giant scorpion, or do you need that?
I have it here.
Okay.
I am going to... first off, I am going to claw attack M1.
Okay.
And that's a 14.
A 14 on M1 because of the lost armor will hit.
Okay, and then I'm going to claw attack M2.
Okay. Roll it.
And that's a 21.
That will hit.
So they each take... So M1 takes 6 bludgeoning damage. Magical bludgeoning damage.
6 magical bludgeoning damage.
And they have to roll... they're both grappled.
Are you capable of grappling 2 at once?
The scorpion has 2 claws, each of which can grapple only 1 target.
Okay, then yes.
So M1 took 6 magical bludgeoning damage.
Yep. What does M2 take?
4 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to sting M1.
Okay.
Which is a non-natural 20.
A 20 will hit.
And it takes 5 magical piercing damage.
5 magical piercing damage. It dies in your claw.
Okay. There's also poison damage, which you might want to know about.
I don't.
I know. But I don't know if...
It's dead.
Yeah, but...
And so you don't know either.
Okay.
It actually heals with the poison damage and bites you.
It comes back to life and says thank you.
Oh yeah, the
10,000 years.
Sorry. The escape DC for the grapple is 12.
Okay. So, after Jabla, it is the Mummies! The Mummies. He makes no attempt to escape the grapple. And instead simply attacks your claw. Or whatever part of you he can reach. The dwarf will begin beating at you with his armored hands. And scores a big, fat 16 to hit.
Just about hits, yeah.
That hits?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you will take 7 non-magical bludgeoning damage. You giant fat scorpion, you. I think you should probably just write this down because it only affects your scorpion form.
Yeah, I have it under my temporary hit points.
Okay. That'll do then. That's
Well,
a good way. That's a
sense.
decent. That means that you can fight even if you can't see them.
Yeah.
How far out does that reach?
60 feet.
60 feet, you say. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, good to know. Alright, and then it attempts to bite you on your hard carapace badass self, and only gets a 15.
That hits.
That hits! Okay. Then you will be taking 15 magical piercing damage.
Bloody hell.
Yes, biting is much worse.
Okay.
And then you will need to make a Constitution saving throw.
My con save is... it's 18.
An 18. Okay, then you're fine. Some stuff happens, and it is Laramunda's turn.
This is true. I am going to move 2 west, Ray of Frost, Mummy 2, which will miss, and then I am going to move next to Vandar.
North or
Vandar.
east? East of Vandar. Okay.
That was an effective combat round.
Good job.
I was like, I think.
Gonna go over here now. All right, Raiken.
What?
Gotta pick your ass up.
Oh, damn
Gotta
it.
get in the
Core
game,
damage,
man.
Jebel.
Gotta get in the game, man.
Raiken stands back up.
All right, 15 move speed lost to standing back up. You have 15 left.
Holy shit, that's a lot of move speed.
It uses half your move speed to stand up.
Fuck. Yeah, I remember that now.
It also uses half your move speed to mount an animal.
Raiken will go, I guess, to into the door, the top part of the door.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
You are there. You can see a giant scorpion that you recognize as the guy who just knocked you over, holding up in the air in one of its big meaty claws, this dwarven mummy wearing plate armor who is biting down with all of his force into the claw that holds him.
Oh, wow.
And you can see that there is some nasty scorpion goo blood stuff leaking from where it has bitten, so you know he found purchase.
It's a pretty epic battle.
Yes.
But Raiken will just prepare an action in case the mummy escapes and comes to him, or like other enemies appear.
Okay.
Just prepare to attack if they get close.
Yep, that's fair. That brings us to Leah. Leah.
I had myself muted and didn't realize. My bad. I was actually talking during that entire time. I want to move 3 spots like straight down.
This is my line of ranged fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what we
I'm
call a
going to-
firing line.
Yeah.
The door opens on Leah.
Can I hit M2 from here?
Can you hit M2 from here?
Do you have
Yes, but he's got full cover from the scorpion.
full cover?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bull.
Way to go, Jebel.
Well, if it's full cover, then she can't shoot him.
There's no square of the thing that she has access to. He is a large creature, and it is a medium creature. So by the mechanics of the game, that's full cover.
Okay, well, there's no way for me to get out on the sides.
Are you capable of attacking if it has 3/4 cover?
Yes.
Full cover it is.
Yeah, this.
Is there somewhere else you would like to move?
I mean, I'm not sure if that's possible. The thing is,
You have 15 more movement.
yeah.
You also have the ability to teleport.
That I do, but that will take away my action.
True. So you could always just use the rest of your movement to try and reposition.
Yeah, but I said if I... The Jebel is so much covering this area that there's no place I can go where I will actually be able to shoot it.
Yeah, but it could matter in the coming rounds. You could always attack Jebel.
Yeah.
Damn it, Devil! You're in the way.
I mean, he is really gross right now. He's a giant scorpion.
My Misty Step, though, through the armor, that is bonus action in it.
I think so. You've got it written down?
Yeah. And I can use that, then move 15 feet, and still I can still cast like Eldritch Blast, which is
Yeah, you'd still be able to do that.
in that case I can move so I'm inside the door. That is my 15,
Trickster.
and then use Misty Step 30 feet straight forward.
Misty Step. Yep, Misty Step's a bonus action. Verbal component. So you say a word and poof,
Well, not
you
straight forward.
teleport.
As if okay, and then I teleport 50. So if I can stand on the green.
Say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you could be 5,
But I
10,
guess I cannot.
15,
Is
20.
it possible to stand in the green?
Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 feet? Yeah, it's teleport 30 feet. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can't get to the green. It's too far away.
But I still have 15 movements of speed.
Oh. So, okay. Where are
See
you?
if
Okay, yeah, you could teleport. You could teleport here, and then you could move 15 feet or 5 feet even, and get onto the green. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or move first to the door and then Misty Step onto the green. either way.
No, this works fine. This works fine. Yes. Yeah, if you're happy being there.
Yeah.
It's
Because
pretty
from this
dense.
point-
Right. So it's pretty dense foliage here. There's lots of shrubs on the ground. There's prickly flower bushes around. You push your way into a less densely populated area next to a sapling tree, and it gives you a view of the mummy that Scorpion Jebel is holding in his claws as it bites down into his claw.
Yeah, so I can
Okay,
just
so how
lost
do-
it now.
Alright, you may cast.
Yeah. Okay, so 18.
18 will hit.
First lost it. There it is. That's 9 points of force damage.
Nice. Good roll.
And then second blast. 15.
15 will not hit.
Figured as much.
His armor protects him from your force attack. Goes plink
I am.
as it bounces off of his helmet.
Ding.
Ding! If he were alive, it might bother him. Cyrus, you're up.
I would like to move through the doors to the square 13 BB.
Yep, you can do that in 25.
And take a shot at M2.
Yep, he's got half cover.
Alright. Got my bonus. Let me pull it up real quick. 25 to hit.
You hit.
Alright. I'm not sure if I ever said I'm casting Firebolt, but, you know, casting Firebolt.
I figured you were.
Alright, 16 points of fire damage.
16 points of fire damage, which he is weak to. Alright, he is gooeyed, sandied, bloodied, whatever.
Oozing.
That. There's not a lot to ooze. He's oozing scarabs.
Coming apart at the seams.
So that brings us back to the top of the order to Vendor.
Yay. Alright. I'll make it to the bushes in one movement.
Where are you going?
I wanted to get to the bushes, but the only spot I can make it to is now occupied by Leah.
Oh. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, yeah. Do be aware that you have to fully round corners of structural things. So you can't move directly from this square to this square as a 5 foot. You have to move here and then here. And that's...
So I wouldn't have been able to make it anyway.
You can cut across corners of creatures, but you can't cut across corners of, like, buildings. And in this case, the corners of hallways.
Dash into the woods.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You have another 30 movement. Are you going to just, like, go here or deeper?
Is there a tree I can try to climb up?
Yeah, but you'll have to make a climb action to do it. So you would lose your ability to attack on this turn.
Alright, so I'll get next to that tree and then I'll shoot this turn.
Okay, so I'll put you here. There is a palm tree that reaches up to the ceiling here.
Alright. And I'll take a shot at the dwarf.
Alright, I'm gonna say that because of the foliage, he has half cover.
Alright, I'm a sharpshooter, so I ignore it.
Okay.
25 to hit. No, 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
20 magical piercing damage.
20 magical piercing damage. You plant an arrow solidly in the shoulder of this poor mummified dwarf, but he's still struggling against this scorpion. Alrighty. Let's see here. After Vendar is Yukikaze.
I will move forward to him and full attack him.
5,
Or poke,
10,
or
15, yep.
poke at him.
You may roll your attack.
Alright, in my main hand is my magical short sword, so it's 21.
21 will hit.
9 magical piercing.
9 magical piercing damage. You stab your short sword into him, and the mummy releases his bite on the scorpion's claw and seems to hiss, and whatever magical life force was keeping it moving seems to drain away. It is dead.
Woo! I did nothing.
Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I will. Can I like survey or
5,
see
10,
if I can?
15. You've got 15 movement left, and of course 2 more attacks that you're able to make.
15, 45, 10. That won't put me. I'm going to. Let's move to. Because I don't want to round the corner and then get jumped, so.
Well, this isn't a structural thing here. This is a plant area, so you don't have to round these corners fully.
Yeah, but. Well,
So you can go 5, 10, 15.
well, I just wanted to look down the straightaways because it kind of looks like there's a hallway up there at the upper edge. So I want to go up there, but I kind of want to go right, go over to AZ a little.
Okay.
So I'm not like
You
right
could get
next.
you could get to there.
That's where I want to move.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Because I don't want like something that's around that shrubbery area or wherever those plants are to like jump
Yeah.
at me.
I will let Vendar know that he can hear more creatures in this room because of his incredibly high passive perception. And they sound hostile. Jebel, it is your turn. You are holding 2 dead mummies. Jebel!
He's at least muted.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching.
Oh.
5.
What would you like to do? You're holding 2 dead mummies.
I shall drop that.
They're both dead. What is your passive perception as a scorpion?
Oh. 9. No,
Okay.
Wait, no, that shouldn't be 9. It should be my mental. So I'd have the same passive perception as my gnome self, wouldn't I?
I guess, if you keep
Yeah.
your mental stats, yeah.
Yeah. I'm 14.
Okay.
I also have like the what you call it? Blind sight?
Yeah, but it only goes out 60 feet, which is decent, but beyond.
But I'm not detecting anything within that 60 feet.
No, you're not. Other than your friends here.
How does movement speed work when you're a large creature?
Same as ever. If your movement speed is 30, you can move 30 squares. It's just measured from a leading square.
Okay. So let's see. 5,
What's your movement speed, and tell me where you want to go, and I'll show you how you move there.
10. It's 40. I just want to move straight up.
You want to move straight up? So you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will get you, up at the top row of the room. Then you have 10 more feet that you can use to move down that alleyway.
I just want to go up to the top and just see what I see from up there.
Okay.
You not have eyes as a scorpion?
I do. I'm not limited to blind sight. I have it in addition.
Okay.
Scorpions see amazingly well.
Yeah.
Let's see. What does my cheat sheet say? Right. Oh. Yep. There we go. So you become aware of 2 more mummies heading quickly down the path toward you.
Okay. So can I use the last of my movement to move towards them?
Yep.
And then prepare to attack them when they come in range?
Yep. You move here. Ghibli. Alright. And you prepare to attack. The mummies. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. So yeah, this mummy runs right up to you. And he will be M3. And this one will be M4. So I believe that triggers your attack.
If he's
adjacent to you.
right next to me. Oh yeah. I only have 5 feet of reach. So did only one of them run off me?
Well, they're going one at a time.
Okay. And what do they look like? Are they...
This one appears to be another Dragonborn. Lightly armored. What are you doing?
I am attacking it with my claws.
Okay.
Or with one claw attack. Anyway.
Okay. We'll use
That's a 19 to hit.
Okay. That will hit.
So he takes 8 magical bludgeoning damage, and he is grappled with the escape DC of 12.
Okay. Are you doing anything else with your prepared action? Be aware that after this, you don't get to do any more with it.
Okay, then I am going to attack him with the other claw and my sting.
Okay.
This one is...
That is why they move separately. Only one thing can trigger, and you only get to do it once.
Ah, okay. So, oh no, well that one is a 6 to hit.
A 6 to hit will miss.
Okay. And... that's another 6 to hit.
You miss again.
Great. That was... oh, very impressive.
Alright. After... so all of you see the scorpion take off in that direction, and then a mummy comes out, and... well, you hear fighting going on anyway. This one is going to move up to here. And hold the rest of its turn. Boop, boop, boom. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Let's see. Pair of mummies is going to appear here, seemingly following the path and moving in a hurried way toward Vendar.
And good luck catching me up in my tree.
You haven't gotten
Whether
up
they
into the
make
tree
it.
just yet. It hasn't been your turn.
Assuming I make it.
Yes, assuming you make it. Alright, so that's mummies. Next is Laramendus.
Okay. I move into the room, but I can't see any of the.
I mean, once you're in this square, you'll be able to see here. This room is illuminated. So this room is illuminated. It's illuminated with seemingly the bottled lightning from the previous room. Only it's a different hue, and you feel as you move into the room your skin tightening as you sit within this light. It feels like the sun's rays, even though it doesn't look like sunlight.
Cool. Now I want to know, out of character, does it still function like sunlight for the purposes of a drow?
That's interesting.
We don't have one of them, so I can't know. So if I can move to that square that you've highlighted in CM5, I will attack M5 over here, Frost, and stay there.
Okay, you're going to move here. 5, 10, 15.
Bring you 2 die. That is an 18.
An 18 to hit M5. That will hit.
Okay.
18's decent.
I got a 9 on die. For 9 cold damage, and it is slowed by 10 feet until my next turn.
Okay. It takes half as much.
Yep.
60.
Slowed is what I really want.
Yes. Alright. After Laramendus is Raiken.
So I see a scorpion in a fight.
You see a scorpion, and the scorpion appears to be fighting something. You see it's like, you can see its legs going, its tail whipping over it, so you can see that it's fighting something, but the foliage is just too thick for you to appreciate exactly what's going on.
Okay.
Between the mass of the scorpion blocking your line of sight and the trees blocking your line of sight, it's just, there's too much here.
Raiken is going to... Raiken will head up. And does it take extra movement to go through the brush?
It won't take any extra movement to enter, like, these squares, because it's thinner around the edge. So if you stay around the edge, it's normal, but if you move inside at all to try and cut through, that's going to take double movement because of difficult terrain.
Okay, so would I be able to make it to AW8?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... would get you to
so
AX.
I wouldn't be able to make it.
You could always double move.
Yeah, that's alright. I'll stop next to Yukikaze, just outside the grass. Or I guess, would I be able to go up one more from that?
Yeah, you'd be able to get to there.
Okay, just... Well, yeah, I'll go there. I'll go next to Jebel.
Okay. You can kind of appreciate, it's a little tough, but you can kind of appreciate that the Scorpion is engaged in combat with one zombie and there's another one coming up behind.
Okay. And I'll prepare to attack again if any mummies get within range.
Okay. After Raiken is Leah.
Yeah. So, I'm in the midst of the green. Can I even see the mummy?
These over here, yes. These over here, no.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's the delay I had to wait for. Okay, yeah. Then I'm going to try to use Eldritch Blast on Mummy 5 because I assume I can hit that from here.
Okay, roll it.
Uh, 21.
21 on Mummy 5 will hit. They appear to be almost completely unarmored.
Oh. 7 points of force damage.
7 points of force damage. Yeah, somebody's rolling well today.
Yeah. Seconds roll. 23.
That'll hit.
I mean, I don't know why I asked. 9 points of force damage. Oh, my D10 is actually doing something.
Hooray!
Don't worry, that'll change.
Yeah, of course it will.
So it took frost and then it took force damage. And it is now, or cold rather, not frost. Cyrus' turn.
Alright. So, let's see. Just how far can I get?
Cyrus, your position doesn't really allow you to directly have a great vantage on any of the zombies going on, mummies that are going on, but, I mean, you're aware that your friends are shooting attacks at them, so you are aware that they are there, and can easily go and change your viewpoint.
Alright. And sorry if I misheard, but was Leah shooting at the ones down, like, on the southern side?
You saw Leah shooting force blasts over here.
And the lush grass around the...
I have no idea where here is because my stream apparently has frozen, so I am reloading that.
Okay. Well, you will notice the lush grass like moving to the side as the blast comes from around.
Pew!
Because force of Eldritch Blast would move grass, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's force damage, I would assume that it...
Yeah. Light
Guessing,
part around the missile as it flies.
I was gesturing like an idiot until I realized you couldn't see me.
Alright, then I will, I guess, move that direction. Move to the square between Vindar and Leah, but one south. Yeah. And just, if I can't see anything, prepare to shoot a firebolt if something comes in range.
You can see 5 from there.
And I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Shoot it good.
19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright.
It appears very, very lightly armored.
15 points of fire damage.
15 points of fire damage. It is sandied as it ignites and begins shambling towards you ablaze. After Cyrus, it is Vendar.
I'm gonna try to climb the tree.
Alright, you use your action to climb the tree. Please roll an athletics check.
Can I roll acrobatics instead?
No.
got a 12. Athletics.
Okay. The tree is not large. It doesn't have a lot of branches, which makes it more difficult, but it does have a curved trunk, which you can take advantage of. You are able to tighten your legs around it and shimmy your way up about 10 feet off the ground. You are now over there. That is your action. Do you have any bonus action you are capable of using?
Hugging this tree.
Okay. You do so with gusto.
Is that what I'm doing, or can I do things like, can I roll hide?
You may attempt.
Can I shoot from here?
You may shoot from there. Yes. You may attempt to
Okay.
roll hide.
All right, so I'll roll hide.
Okay. Please roll it.
Remember, you have +10 to hide.
I do.
Yes,
Yeah,
because he
doesn't
cast Pass
pass
Without
without
Trace
trace.
earlier.
So that's what that was.
Yes, I did forget to describe that because I was focusing on the conversation that was being had and Laramandus doing his spell. But yes, Jebel
that's a
did.
35 to hide.
Yes, Jebel did incant earlier when you were all grouped up by the door talking to Anthony, and as he began speaking his druidic language, you would notice that the light in the room, the light around you would kind of shift and wobble, and you would notice shadows being produced or morphing in unnatural ways to try and cling to you or cover up your passage. You also notice that even when there's sand on the ground, your feet don't disturb it.
Cool. That's an awesome spell.
Yep. Out of character, if you recall, it's that thing Rowan did like twice back on Arcosia.
Yeah.
I do. I do recall Ron doing that.
Out of curiosity for Jebel, what level did you cast it at, and so thereby how long is it lasting?
I don't know that it.
I believe that it lasts a number of hours that changes depending on what level you cast it at.
I don't. It doesn't actually have like a different level thing. It's just concentration up to 1 hour.
It's a concentration spell?
Yeah. I can maintain concentration as well.
Right, but you've been taking damage. Have you been rolling your
Oh, that's
concentration
right.
checks?
Jeez, I keep forgetting about that. Alright, how much?
Do you need to make 3 of them? I think the DC of all of them is 10.
The 17. It's a Constitution, is it?
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Oh, well, that was an 8.
Okay, so you don't have Pass Without Trace on anymore, because when he got bit by the zombie, it caused him to lose his concentration on the spell.
Oh, well.
Okay, yeah. Well, then it's only a 25 to hide.
Oh no, whatever shall you do? Okay.
That's way too low.
Ta 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 ti tu ta ti te ta ta ti tu ta 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 ti
Taki Yuze.
ta ta ti tu ta ti ta. Is it Yukikaze?
After...
Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. That's not what I wanted.
Vendar, which
Vendar.
just went.
Yes, after Vendar is Yukikaze.
So I got 2 fuckers in my way. Do they count as one walking through? Or, well, no.
No, so every square that's occupied by another character is double movement. So it would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would be like the farthest you could move if you walked through both of them.
Now the question is, does the forestry count as needing double movement to get through?
No, you could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You know that these squares do not count as double movement, and these squares do. I can just make these a darker green. So you know that this is difficult terrain.
Alright, so I'm gonna skim through there and move toward M3. help Jebel finish off that one.
There, now you know it's difficult terrain. Alright, so you're going to go 5, 10, 15. You can move here 20 safely without provoking opportunity. Do you want to stay here or move there?
I guess I can move a little bit toward M4 just and then still attack M3.
Yep, you absolutely can. And remember that you can attack and then move again. You could attack M3 once and then move over to M4 and attack M4 if you wanted to.
Do I have that much? No,
You were
'cause-
here 5, 10,
Well,
15, 20, 25.
Yeah, I'll let Jebel finish him off then and take care of M4.
Okay, well then we'll just have
Sorry,
you move here so that you don't provoke an... If you're not going to attack M3, are you going to attack M3 at all?
Yeah, yeah. No, not M3.
Okay, if you don't intend to attack M3, then you should just stay in the woods. Alright, you may attack M4.
17.
17 against M4. Boop, boop, boo. Will hit.
Okay.
I tell you, it's also going to take a prepared action against you.
9 magical piercing.
9 magical piercing damage. Very good. He got a 24 to hit you.
That'll hit.
Okay. 7 non-magical bludgeoning damage.
7.
Yep. What's your next to hit?
So this bastard has riposte?
No, he was just... He just didn't move... He didn't double move to get where he was. And was waiting for something to come at him.
Let's see... 7... Sorry, just doing the edge. Wait, why'd that go up? No, it went down. Okay. Anyways. Okay.
So what's the to hit?
25.
That'll hit. What's the damage?
Not as good as the other one. 5, 6, 7 magical piercing.
7 magical piercing?
Yep.
Okay. And then it tries to bite you. For which it gets a 23. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes it does.
Okay. Take 15 magical piercing damage.
What's it got, like, magical teeth? Jesus.
Yes. They all have magical teeth.
Magical fucking teeth. How? Wait, what? Alright, I gotta do something here. This is not working.
What's that?
Oh, I know what I'm doing. And then, so... I need to put this back to that, and then do 7 damage.
Okay.
Damage, and then do 15 damage.
Yep. And then make a,
No, it's because I accidentally pushed negative and then pushed damage, so it healed.
So it healed you.
I was like, wait, why is this doing this? Because
I took negative damage. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes. Alright.
And then I'll let you make your last attack, or let you tell me what your last attack was.
My last attack missed.
Okay.
18, no, 24 for the con save.
Okay, nothing else happens then. You make your saving throw. And what was your to hit on that last one? Are you sure it misses?
It was 1. Well,
Oh.
1 plus, so 10.
No. Natural 1 is a miss.
Yeah.
If it's a skill check, tell me what the total is. If it's a to hit check, don't tell me what the total is. Just tell me it was a 1. Okay, then that is you. You got 2 good hits on him, though. So, slash, slash. Or stab, stab, rather, because you used your short sword. Magically, you stab into this Dragonborn with scale armor. And that brings us after Yukikaze to Jebel.
Yeah.
Jebel!
I still got M3.
Yep, he's still grappled.
Okay. So, claw attack.
And remember that you can move while grappling a creature up to half your speed. If you wanted to drag him around and still go attack 4, that's up to you.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
You're coming with me.
Yeah. And that was a critical fail with that attack.
Right. Yeah, you can easily make it there. So all of a sudden that big scorpion starts moving forward again while trying to punch the guy it's holding.
Just kind of squeezing.
Okay, and then you're making the other claw attack against 4, I take it?
Yeah, the first one was critical fail, I said.
Right, right. That's why I said the other attack.
Yeah, this one is a 17.
17 against M4 will hit.
Hey, so that's 8 magical piercing damage.
8 magical piercing damage. Okay. And
then I'm
then
going
you
to
have a
find
sting.
Sting M3.
Okay.
What's going on? And that's another critical fail.
Okay, you miss with your stinger. He's just too wiggly. You're holding him so he can't get away, but you just can't seem to hurt him. Wiggly freaking mummies.
What an asshole.
Wiggles.
Pygmy mummies. Mummy's turn! Alright, M3 is going to try and attack you while you're holding on to it. And it scores a big, fat 14 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. And then it's going to try and bite into your claw. Your big that misses. And then Yukikaze. Yukikaze.
We're gonna swear.
That is a 16 to hit. Yukikaze.
So 16, you said?
Yes.
Miss.
Okay. And then it's actually going to try and bite Jebel the Scorpion.
Oh no.
Scorpion.
And miss. It misses. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 25. You see this mummy moving into the foliage and just get itself all caught up in the tangle of ferns, underbrush, and sapling trees.
Was that taking into account its slower movement speed?
You're right.
I didn't count the squares. It might be fine.
Well, no. It only has 30 movement. It moved 25. It should only have been able to move 20. Which means it can only get to here. It can't actually move into the tangly bits.
One other question. Since you always describe them as being kind of lit on fire whenever I hit them with a firebolt,
Yeah.
does it start catching the foliage on fire?
No, the foliage is alive.
Alright.
Live foliage doesn't catch fire very easily, especially since this place is sprinkly water right now.
That's why they're running in there. They'll get resistance.
You do notice that the water falling on him is beginning to put the flames out. Vendar. Sand attack. You have to make a dexterity saving throw, and because you are wrapped your legs around this tree, you're at disadvantage.
Oh no.
It can see me even with my hands in.
No, it doesn't matter if it can see you. It's going to attack the area.
Oh, I was there. Just knew I was in the area. Fuck.
Well, yeah, you climbed a tree and then disappeared. So it just went, well, okay. I bet he's still there somewhere. So a flaming torrent of sand engulfs your tree. You're overcome with hot air and grit. What?
Got an 11.
You got an 11. Alright. An 11. That is not high enough. So you have disadvantage on attacks made for the next 2 rounds.
That's really annoying.
And then M6, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, it couldn't make it to Cyrus. That's sad.
He can also save.
Oof. Yay! Cyrus and Leah, please make dexterity saving throws.
1 dexterity save coming up.
Let's see.
If only I was close.
14.
Okay.
19.
Okay. Leah, you have disadvantage on attack rolls made in the next 2 turns.
Yep.
Oh, I'm glad I have a good dex save.
A damn disadvantage gave me a fucking 3.
It's hard to make a dex saving throw when you're kind of like climbing, like hugging a tree, trying to make it so that you can also shoot your bow.
Yeah.
Alright, so that'll take care of that. Which brings us to Laramendis.
I am going to Mummy 5 and Mummy 6 have both seem to be hit equally, or Mummy 5 took most of the brunt of things?
Mummy 5 seems the most hurt.
Okay. That one.
And he's also slowly putting himself out.
For a 16 on AC?
A 16 against 5 will hit.
9 cold damage, and it is slowed by 10 until my next turn.
9 cold damage. It takes half. And you see that as your blast hits it, it puts out the last of the flames that were on it, and it freezes the water all over its body, encasing it in a thin sheen of ice.
Neat.
Ice mummy.
Ice
Even more deadly.
Diamond dust, man. Raiken, you're up.
Raiken, I believe, will be able to move to the square left of Yugikaze. I believe that
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep.
So then he can attack M4.
You can. Stab him with your axe.
Ha! I got a 23 to hit.
A 23 on number 4 will
Why are all
hit.
the tanky people abandoning the squishy people?
I did notice that.
I did notice that, but I went, eh.
Yeah, all the melee people are.
You guys got, look, all you ranged people, you got this.
Well, to be fair, I figured Raiken couldn't see M5 and M6 where they were when he got in, so that's why he went towards where he knew there was fighting.
I think there are some sounds of things over here.
I mean, you would be aware that Laramendis and Leah have been casting in a different direction, not at these mummies, but it's fine. The decision is made. You are attacking M4. Tell me what your to-hit roll is.
8. Silver and slashing non-magical damage.
Right, you already gave me a to-hit roll. 8 silver slashing, non-magical that stuff you said. Okay. You hit.
I will attack again. Ooh, that's a 14 to hit.
A 14 to hit will not hit.
Alright.
The scale armor deflects your axe.
Dag nabbit.
Cord Daggett.
That is it.
Okay. Then, after Raiken heroically runs over and smushes this thing in the face, it is Leah's turn.
Okay. The boss that sanded me is going to get the Eldritch Blast. If I can hit with disadvantage.
Alright. Let's try.
Let's try.
Focus fire, focus fire.
The tiny Laramendus in your head whines.
What? Fire? You got it.
24.
A 24 with disadvantage? That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I got an 18 and a 16.
Okay.
On the die.
You hit.
2.
2. You amazingly hit and tickle it.
Second blast, let's see, that's a 15 on die, and that is a 2 on die, so that's a miss.
Okay. Any other blasts?
That was the under blast.
Nah, I just wondered if you had more.
No, I have 2 blasts.
Okay. I just keep thinking you have 3 for some reason.
Oh, okay. Now, the Scorching Ray has 3, Eldritch Blast has 2. Eldritch Blast increase on level 11, so it's still a while. It's based on character level or not.
I keep thinking that the armor gives you another one.
Oh, yeah, no, the armor gives me another spell
slot, yeah. That's what I keep confusing in my brain. Okay, so after Leah, it is Cyrus. Set things on fire, Cyrus.
Gonna twin my firebolt and shoot one at both of them.
Okay.
Because I can't send them both at one target.
Okay.
I'm gonna aim at M5 first.
Okay.
Got a 19 to hit.
19 on M5. Will hit.
$15 points of fire damage.
It dies.
Alright.
It burns, and then slowly the rain from the ceiling begins to put out the flames.
17 to hit.
17 on 6 will miss.
Dang it.
He is wearing plate armor.
I'm gonna use my movement to back up as far away from M6 as I can.
Okay.
Secretary!
Do you look at Leah as you do this? 15, 20, like just a little glance, knowingly?
I guess you go around Laramendus. Would you go around Laramendus?
Yeah, I guess I'd...
Okay. And after Cyrus, it is Vendar. Remember, if you make an attack, you have disadvantage.
Alright, but I'm hidden, right? So that would give me advantage, so I just have normal?
Yep.
Me?
I didn't hear the number.
Am I hidden from 6?
Yeah, I said yes.
Okay. 23 to hit.
23 to hit. That will hit. You rolled without sharpshooter?
Yeah.
Okay. Shoop sharder. Don't shard on the shoops.
That would
man.
be a whole different attack.
28 magical piercing damage.
28 magical piercing damage. Blam! Your arrow tears across it and removes one of its arms.
And can I roll to hide again?
If you haven't used your bonus action, then you may try to do so.
31.
Okay.
31 to hide.
Alright. I believe that makes it Yukikaze's turn.
I could still hit M4 from where I'm at, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I will do that then.
You're melee attacking a target that's adjacent to you. There's pretty much nothing they can do to stop you from doing that. It's ranged people that have trouble.
18 to hit.
18 on number 4. Number 4, that'll hit.
Uh, 8 damage, magical piercing.
8 damage. Okay.
Oh, that one's gonna hit. That's 26.
26 will hit, yes.
So close.
10 magical piercing.
10 magical piercing, very nice. Sandied.
And a 25 for the last one.
Look who's rolling godly now. That hits.
Gonna be me.
It's not you.
It's
I didn't say it is. It's a cannon.
seven
can't.
non-magical.
Non-magical slashing damage?
Hold on. Yeah, 3, no, 4, 7. Yeah, 7 non-magical slashing.
7 non-magical slashing damage. Alright, it's still standing, but it's looking a lot worse for wear as you slice it, you stab it twice, and then slash it with your longsword. Alright, Jebel, Scorpion Man. You, Bugman.
Jebian.
The meat parts of you, your muscles.
Yeah.
Are they scorpion meat? Or no meat?
No more. Haha.
Who are you attacking?
Are both of them still alive?
Both of them are still alive. I believe that they might even both be grappled.
Exciting times. Okay, so I'm going to claw attack M3 first.
You're going to claw attack 3.
Jesus Christ.
He can't help
That's
you now.
another critical. That's another critical fail.
Alright, you're doing really good. That's like 3 in a row, almost.
Yes. Fucking hell.
Alright.
Gotta make up for all the 20s we got last session.
So you're trying to slam him into the ground and the wall, and you just can't really get the handle on how your claw is oriented. You can't seem to hurt him. Try it again with the M4.
Yeah. Oh, that one's better. That's a non-natural 20.
Okay, that'll hit.
And that does 3 magical bludgeoning damage.
Alright, you slam him into the ground, and he takes damage from being pile-driven. You have a tail attack?
Yeah, I'm going to go for M3.
Okay.
That's a 9.
A 9. A 9 will not hit. He's just too wiggly, man.
Yeah, better than a 1 anyway.
He's just too feisty. Too feisty.
Okay, I think that's it.
Alright. After Ghibli is Domremis! Domremis! So, M3 is going to attack you with his bare hands. And gets a 16. Jebel. 16 to hit you?
16 hits, yeah.
Okay, that's another 7 non-magical bludgeoning damage as he beats against your claws with his hands. And then he's once again going to try to bite you. Ooh, that's a 24.
Oh, that hits.
Okay, you take 15 magical piercing damage.
Mommy bit me.
Yes.
and make a Constitution saving throw.
It's a 14.
A 14, you say?
Are you including Raiken?
Alright, you're fine.
Yeah, are you including me?
Oh, this scorpion is not looking good.
I mean, he's fine, so it's all good.
Okay.
Right, then it's M4's turn, who was fighting Yukikaze, then decided to bite Jebel, then got grappled by Jebel. I guess he's going to try and just beat the crap out of Jebel. Punchies! That is enough to hit you. That's a 19. So, that's 7 non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, to you, Jebel.
To me.
To you, Jebel. To Jebel.
Okay.
Because Jebel's got him up in a claw right now.
Okay.
And
Is there
then...
cause for alarm?
and then he's gonna try to bite you. and that's another 24, so that's another 15 magical piercing damage.
Oh my gosh, Jebel.
Well, it's fine. It's white.
It's better that the temporary form take it than like you guys.
Yeah.
How much damage did you say it was?
15. So if you go to 0, you revert back to being a gnome, and any damage after the 0 goes to you. So if like your scorpion had 10 HP, you would take 5 damage after becoming Jebel again.
Well, funny thing.
You had 10 HP, so you take 5 damage.
No, I had 1 HP, so
That's
14.
Oh.
I might have just dropped the form at that point for the better HP. Or not HP,
No.
AC, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yikes. Yeah, that
Boof.
My AC actually is the same.
Oh, then you need better AC as Jebel.
There we go.
I'm
So-
sure he'll get right on that.
There's a crunch and a pop, and suddenly there's like a clearing misty smoke, and there's no more scorpion. And Jebel is there with the mummy biting into his arm.
I'm going to assume that being in the lush grass makes me not see Jebel.
It's more that it's not that you're in it; it's that you have all of this area between you and him, where it's just too thick, too dense.
So I could see Scorpion, then I could no longer see Scorpion.
You could, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not just tall grass. Right? These are tall plants and trees, like that reach the ceiling.
Yeah, but it's funny to say tall grass because.
Don't go into the long grass. Okay, so that's 2 of the
So
minis.
the wild metapole is going to spawn.
Except it's a mummy pod.
Leah.
Oh. What?
M6, the mummy that was going after Cyrus, and then he ran away like a little bitch, leaving you alone.
Thank you, Cyrus.
Went straight after you. It looks hungry.
Well, this bitch is going to burn.
Okay, that is a 14 to hit your AC.
Let's see. That actually miss.
Okay. And then it's going to try to bite you with its face. And get a 22.
That's a hit.
Alright, please take...
Okay, yeah. You first.
Okay. Take 15 magical piercing damage, and then make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And then you can do what you want to do.
Yeah. Because he's going to get a hellish rebuke.
Yeah, I figure that's the case.
Oh, that sucked. A Constitution save, you say?
Yeah. And Raiken's nowhere nearby.
No.
You know, I'm gonna use my inspiration
Okay.
because I do not want to roll that low. Constitution save.
Okay.
Come on now.
You roll lower.
Luckily I didn't. I increased by 10. So 14.
A 14. All right, you make the save.
Yeah.
Whew.
Because it would have been 4 otherwise. So it's like, I do not want to roll a 4 on the con save. The con saves are one of the few saves you really do not want to fail.
You never really want to fail any saves.
No, yeah, but you know, I'd rather fail like a strength save or something. But a con save usually means like, yeah, shit is going down. Anyway, the Hellish Rebuke. If I remember right, the Hellish Rebuke is just like it happens. But I have to
Use
take
your
a look.
reaction
I think
and roll
there's
some
a
fire
dex
damage.
save.
And it makes
It's a
Yeah.
reaction. You spend a spell slot, and then they have to. I think it's a reflex.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, dexterity saving throw from M6. That is a 7.
That is a fail.
Okay. What does he
Well,
take?
that is fun. Let's see. I'm gonna have to roll all this ridiculous damage that it takes.
Because it's
and
a level 5 Hellish Rebuke.
I mean, you'd have to roll
Yeah.
it even if he made the save.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's just
but
bad.
I was looking up the dice while he was doing the save. There's a lot of dice, okay?
I was guessing it's probably like
like-
60-10 or something.
Yep, that is exactly it.
Bye.
What?
I was gonna
Almost
guess
lost all the dice there.
78.
The hell is the last one? I don't know. There it is. Okay. So that's, yeah. Nej, vänta lite. $33 points of fire damage.
33 points of fire damage to M. Seuss.
And since it's a mummy, I assume it's going to be more.
Yeah, he dies.
Yeah. So he bites me.
He
it
bites
sucks,
you,
and
he gets a good taste, and then suddenly he is engulfed in flames starting from his magic fangs, and he just burns to ash on your arm until there's nothing but blackened armor that crumbles to the ground.
Yeah, that's a lesson to all of the mummies. Just stay the fuck away from it.
All the mummies that didn't see it, so they don't know.
I know, but
Yeah, but they can smell it. All right.
Oh God, I feel it's like Bob just got burned up.
not only that, it did another thing too, but that is more on me. It activated the pendant, so my AC is higher.
Mm.
Wait, did you include?
Did you include that increased
Yeah.
AC against the hit?
No, that is after.
And I changed it.
What do you mean?
So, I thought I told you, but maybe I forgot to.
Didn't get the memo.
Didn't get the memo. I have decided to change that item so that it functions on the triggering hit as well as for the rest of the round. Just because it wasn't it wasn't functioning in combat the way I wanted it to, so I tweaked it. Because it kept happening that you would get hit, you'd get the increased AC, and then nothing else would attack you, and so it just wasn't serving its purpose.
Right.
And so, like, your options were give it to somebody else or just deal with it, and neither of those, like, you were doing the second one, so I'm just like, you know, it's just not doing what I want it to, so now it just functions like shield.
Gotcha.
Only it's slightly weaker.
Well, you said your attack was over 20 anyway, right?
Yeah, it was at 20,
Because my AC gets to 20 when it activates. So
Okay,
just go
so
with
yeah.
Okay.
It activates, but it doesn't get you there.
Yeah.
But in any event, you have
Now
20
we
AC
remember.
for the rest of the round. But
Yeah.
yes, so now you are informed. I have made it so that it also affects the triggering attack.
Yeah. I cannot remember you telling me that ever.
Okay, well, I know I told it to Sam.
Yep, which is why I mentioned it.
That's all that matters. Just tell it to Sam.
It's true.
I told the seatbelt, Alex. I told the seatbelt.
I got it.
Good man. Alright, so that makes it Lair's turn.
Okay.
It's going to be really unfortunate if I send you up against any monsters that have a lair in the future. I'm like, alright, Lair's turn. And they're like, alright, it's my turn. I'm like, no.
It's
not,
like, but I
not
didn't
you.
get 20 initiative.
Not you. The lair.
I will move
I refer to myself as the lair. I'm the
north
only
to
barbarian
row
side
8
note.
and attack M4 with Ray of Frost.
Alright, I apologize. I was making jokes. So you said up to 8 up here? So
Yeah,
5,
just north to
10,
row 8.
15, 20, 25,
You're supposed to go
30.
up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That only gets you to row 9.
Okay, well, can I see...
Yeah. He's
Okay,
not a scorpion anymore, so you're able to see 3 definitely, 4 is going to have half cover.
Okay, I have Spell Sniper.
That's true.
I got a 20 on its AC.
On 4, that is going to hit.
For 10, I finally did an even number.
Woo!
10 cold damage. And it's
Nice.
slowed by 10 feet.
Nice. Alright, put a little box around that guy. Fuck it, whatever.
What?
I was just checking if you'd gone yet, but you hadn't. Okay. So he is slowed, and he takes 10 damage. He's still standing. It is still standing. And now it's Raiken's turn.
And Raiken will hit him. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Why is there a 1 in between me and Vendar?
That just shows how many turns have Vendar has had disadvantage for.
Oh.
And also you.
Yeah.
Well, there will be once you get your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm missed because that's a 12.
Number 4, a 12 will miss, yes.
Yeah. So I'll attack again. Oh crap.
Because he's got scale armor.
Oh well. I meant to do something else. And I missed again. So I'm done.
Ah, Raiken.
I told you I was gonna roll low.
Boo boo. Okay. After Raiken. Oh, it's the wrong button. After Raiken is Leah.
Yeah. Okay, so then it's no longer random mummies I can see here.
Right, you burned the fuck out of this one. It is just ash in the grass now.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of the grass and then I'm going to move straight up.
Good news, is a great source of nitrates for the soil.
It's ash is grass.
Yeah. So I get out of the green and then straight up my maximum move
5,
speed.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Boop.
Okay. So I can see that Jebel is alive at this point.
Yep.
That's a relief.
Barely. He's bloodied.
Well, it's better because Leah thought you died when you know no longer Scorpion. She don't know how Wild Shepherd.
Alright, what are you doing? It's getting late.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
I'm going to Eldritch Blast M4.
Alright, disadvantage.
Yeah. That's a 12 plus 13, so 12 plus 8, that's 20.
20 will hit.
Let's see. 3 points of force damage.
3 points of force damage against M4. Wow. You exactly kill its ass.
Wow. Huzzah!
Huzzah! So I believe you have another Eldritch Blast beam.
Yeah, I do. So I'm going to aim that at M3.
Okay, go ahead. Disadvantage.
It's a 10 on die plus that's a 2 on die, so 10.
10. A 10 against number 3 will miss.
I mean, yeah.
Well, if he had been unarmored, it might have hit. Alright. Amazing. Exactly the amount of damage you needed to do. Then after Leah is Cyrus.
I'm gonna move to the square one south of Laramendis and shoot something if I can see it. If I can't, prepare to shoot something when I can see it.
Okay. You can see it. It's got half cover.
Alright.
Oh, that's a heavy die.
Sorry. 17 to hit.
17 to hit. Against this guy. Yep, that'll hit.
Great. For 20 points of fire damage.
Alright. He is now on fire.
That's not a condition that Mummy wants to be in.
I don't think anybody wants to be in that condition. It's fire.
Alright, Vendar, you're up.
Oh, there's someone that's immune to fire.
You're hiding in your tree, but it seems like everything around you is dead.
Oh, can I see from here, or is it too dense?
No, that's a good question. It's pretty dense, but you can see they have 3/4 cover.
Is it possible to climb higher in the tree?
Yes.
Action?
No, you may use half your move speed instead.
Alright, I will climb higher in the tree.
Okay. Yes, you have a viewpoint as your head very nearly scrapes the ceiling, and you're on the thinnest part of the tree. There's some coconuts up here, you notice.
Okay. Other zombies?
You can see 3. You don't see. Let me check my little cheat sheet here. Nope. It looks like you guys have killed all the everything except for 3.
Alright, then I will shoot 3.
Alright.
And what kind of armor does it have?
It appears to have 3 has. I need my sheet. 3 appears to have, like, studded leather.
And how hurt is it?
Really, really hurt. It's also on fire.
Alright, so I won't bother a sharpshooter, I'll just shoot it. To hit.
Okay. I only heard to hit, so but it probably hits.
Yeah, that was a 20.
Yeah, that'll hit. It really doesn't like the beginnings of your sentences.
No, you should probably,
it's 26 magical piercing damage.
26 magical piercing damage. You do almost exactly enough to kill it. Like, a little bit more than exactly enough.
I was gonna say, almost exactly. It has 1 more.
Yeah. I realized after I said it that's not what I mean. I mean, you went just a little over. It is dead, and that is combat, and it is 10:45. So, good job. We'll end with Anthony coming into the room and being like, is it safe to move on now? We should keep moving.
Raiken wants to drink the water.
I mean, you can always just turn your face up and try to catch some in your mouth. You catch some in your mouth. It is cool and refreshing.
You want a coconut?
I wouldn't do that.
Raiken fills his canteen.
I mean, that's going to take a while. These are small drops. You're going to be like, ah! If you want to use more than one to try and speed it up, you're going to be like dancing between a bunch. But you do
Fair enough.
hear the trickle of water as it seems to flow around this room, and even in places that you can't see. Alright, good job, guys. We're slowly getting through this dungeon.
Another room discovered.
Another room discovered.
You said it wrong. Another room conquered.
I suppose from your vantage point up there, Vendar, not only would you have access to those coconuts, but you would be able to see that this wall over here has portals in it, open archways that seem to lead to another lit room. They're not closed doorways at all. They're completely open. But you can't see what's beyond because of your angle. But you'd be aware that they're there.
Okay.
So, we good to stop, or do we want to keep going?
I'm okay there.
Yeah,
I think that's a good place to stop.
Alright.
That's a really good starting point.
Cool.
It is a good stopping point. I wouldn't mind continuing, but it is a good stopping point.
Alright. Well then. Good job, everyone. We'll pick it up next week. Same time, same place.
Same channel.
Same channel. Yes. And hopefully there isn't as much trouble with getting food next time.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. I've had problems too. So yeah, thank you for joining, and I hope everybody had a good time. Good night.